All right, so today is the day we are doing the range test on the NYX-Z1 from Acedeck. I'll have the Relive app running in my pocket. I think it'll be a long day. This has got a big battery, which we'll talk about on the ride. We'll check in every 5 to 10 kilometers. Let's see how we go. We'll check in soon. Okay, really quickly, just some of the stats about today's ride. The first one, it is really, really windy. So I apologize if the audio's not as good as it usually is. It is about 27, 28 degrees here today. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning, so it's gonna be a hot one. That's about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna be doing the ride in S mode, and we'll be sitting on around 25 to 30 kilometers per hour as much as possible. We'll check in very, very soon, between 5 to 10 kilometers. Here we go. I tell you what, nothing feels better than doing big carves at 40 kilometers per hour. It's so stable, this board, and it feels so freeing. Official check-in. We've just passed 10 kilometers. It's a really comfortable board to ride. How's the battery going? We are down 1 bar. Now that means something different on this board because of all the other hobby wings which have 4 or 5 bars. 1 bar down means about 20%, 25%, depending on which one it is. This has 10 bars. We'll do the next check-in at 20 kilometers, so sit back, relax, and we'll check in very soon. So let's talk about the battery. It really is the heart and soul of, I think, any skateboard. It can turn your board from awesome to crap. If it's too big, too small, poor quality cells, whatever it is. I honestly think with the type of board they have created, they hit a home run with this particular one. The size, the performance, everything about it, I feel, for the type of board it is spot on. Now it's a 14S5P, so that's ginormous for a production board. That's 1,058 watt hours. Ooh, skinny footpath. Or 21 amp hours. That's a big battery, again, for a production board. I know DIY can be double that and whatever. Production board, off the shelf, very impressive. The other thing I'm happy about is their cell choice. They went with the Molicel P42As. And I know a lot of brands are doing that. It is the flavor of the month, but they've gone for that cell and it's big. That's what makes me really impressed with this board and this company. They're making performance choices, not price or budget choices. So really quickly, let's talk about my board setup. I haven't actually changed it since I did my first ride and review. So I've got the standard red bushings in the back and I've got the white bushings in the front. And what I've done is I've done the front bolts in about 50% and I've Loctited them in place. That allows me to get a really nice sort of carve going on, but I can still get a nice top speed, full top speed, and not get any wobbles. Now because of the setup, it's not very nimble at low speed. So around town, riding in the city, you know, if you have a 90-degree bend to do and you're going very slow, you're gonna have to hop off and use your foot. If you've got momentum and you can accelerate through the curve and you can lean enough, you'll probably make it. I don't need to have that much nimbleness, and the way I've got this set up, I think personally, is perfect. Alrighty, we have reached the next official check-in, 20 kilometers down. We've made it across to the Wynnum foreshore. We've just dropped our 3rd bar. So out of 10, we're down 3 just right now. So 20.6 kilometers done. We're at Wynnum, we're still going. I just stopped and touched the motors. They're warm, they're not hot. The outside temperature has now raised to 30 degrees, which is about 86 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's definitely getting warmer and warmer. We're just gonna keep on going. Can I just slide past on the right? Sorry, thank you. Cheers. I've said this probably 100 times, but how good is the path infrastructure here in Queensland? It's like it's built for electric skateboards and scooters and just getting around in a eco-friendly manner. Alrighty, that is 30 kilometers down, 30k down, board going beautifully well, and we are down to 5 bars. So we're halfway through, according to the battery. I'm not sure how accurate that is. 30k down, 5 bars left, so in theory 50% battery. I'm still guessing around the 45 kilometer mark. I think these next 5 bars will drop quite quickly. I am a 100-kilo rider. We've had a heap of hills, and I've been sitting on a pretty decent average pace. So we'll see how we go. We'll check in again at 40, or I might stop for a coffee and we'll have a little chat then. We'll see what happens. So taking a very quick break. The NYX-Z1 is going really, really well. The deck shape, like I mentioned in my initial review, it's like 2 dessert spoons. It just sort of holds your feet really, really comfortably. The power is just intoxicating. And so far the battery is doing a very, very good job. Now something I completely forgot about, with this remote they've got, you can toggle through a lower menu system to show you stats about the board. And so I found the current battery volume. So we have done 34.5 kilometers, and the battery is currently on 50.8%. So you can't get much more specific than that. So 50.8%, 34 kilometers. I know the second half will drain quicker. I know we'll start to experience a fair amount of sag around the 20-25% mark, but that's still very good because of the multi-cell P42As that they use in the 21700. So have this quick coffee, hit the road again, and we'll do the next check-in at around 40-45 kilometers. one thing I've done wrong is this route. It seems every single road is uphill. It's only minor, but every hill hurt the battery, and so far, I'm not sure how, but we're constantly going uphill, except for the very, very rare occasion we've had it downhill. So take that into account with the final range. Kilometers down, nothing else to say. Alright, so on this ride we've talked about all the things I appreciate about this board. You know, the battery, the trucks, the bushings, the customer service as a whole, the ride quality, the deck, the ESC, the power that it puts out, the 90 amps continuous, the cell type. It's all just a great combination. But the thing I really appreciate about this board, and it's something really boring, like wearing a bike helmet on a push scooter, is the brakes. The brakes on this thing are just fantastic. They stop you, well, that was tighter than I thought. They can stop you on almost a dime. You know, we're talking a couple of meters versus, you know, 15, 20 on other similar spec boards. All right, watch these brakes. And braking. Woo! That's how good they are. Another thing to comment on, even though I'm getting vibrations saying 25% or 20% now, I think, the board still feels like it's got almost full acceleration. Almost. It's not quite as zippy or as energetic as it was, but it's still up there with other boards. It'll still try to throw you off, even in just S mode. Alright gang, and that brings us to the end of this range test on the NYX-Z1, Z1, depends where you're from. Epic ride, epic day. Just absolute ton of hills. The worst route possible. Tiny little bit of off-road, not really worth mentioning. Really hot today, 30, 31 degrees, so 86, 87, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. The board did not miss a beat. It went beautifully the whole day. My feet are not sore. They're not fatigued. I could jump on and keep riding for another 20K if I wanted to. So where do we end up? 50.2 kilometers. I'll put the miles on the screen for our US friends. We did it in 2 hours and 19 minutes. So you can work out our average pace. It was up where I wanted to be, around the 25 kilometers per hour. One more thing to talk about is EskateCon. It's happening. We're going. We're taking the channel in March. I'm going to be there for almost a whole week, or a little bit over a week. We arrive into Vegas on the 19th and I leave on the 28th. So if you're in the US, if you're in Vegas, you wanna meet up, I'm gonna be going to as many group rides and organized things as possible. If you see me, please come over and say hi. Remember, you'll recognize me, I won't recognize you, so tell me your name and I'll probably recognize or remember your name from the channel. Now, the question I'm getting asked, what board am I taking? Well, it seems fitting that I am doing the range test on the NYX-Z1 today. And I don't know if I can say this yet. This could be confidential still. If it is, I'm gonna cut it there. If not, I'm taking a prototype Acedeck board to ride and possibly compete on. It's gonna have some really cool specs. It's not gonna be a mountain board and it's not gonna be carbon. I'll let you use your imagination. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to skate safe, wear a helmet, and we'll see you on the next video.
Scotty, are you all right? Scotty?